All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, it's going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NFL picks and props for Thursday, December 21st slate of games. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm the one who caught the L on Monday Night Football because I backed the favorites. I went with the Eagles -2.5 versus Seahawks. I felt very confident. I said in my video, though, that I was concerned that the spread was so low it felt fishy, and it ended up being fishy. Drew Lock, he is him, I guess.
Yeah, Drew Lock, Legacy Drive, 1-0. Eagles, frauds, drop 3 straight. I'm very happy. Zach, I know you're with me.
Yeah.
Yep, Seahawks +3.5. 1-0 day for you as well. Trey, let's go to the plays for tonight. It's going to be Thursday Night Football. Actually, a pretty big game here. NFC playoff standings game. It's going to be the Saints traveling to take on the Rams. Winner of this game helps their playoff chances by a ton. Rams are -4. What's the over-under in this game, Trey?
The over-under is 46 right now.
46. I'll have you start us off then.
Yeah, this game should be fun to watch. Like Bear said, both teams, they are competing for a playoff spot in the NFC. Saints are currently tied with the Bucs right now for the lead in the NFC South with a 7-7 record. And they're also 4-9-1 ATS with a 4-3 record at home. And New Orleans, they've won 2 games in a row, but it doesn't even be noted, probably against the 2 worst teams in the NFL in the Giants and the Panthers. And they beat them up, though, by an average score of 26-6. And the Rams, they are currently the 7th seed, the last spot in the NFC wildcard with a 7-7 record as well. They are 8-5-1 ATS, 3-4 on the road this season, though. And Los Angeles, they beat the Commanders last week 28-20. And that final score looks a lot closer than what it was. Jacoby Brissett came in late in that game and kind of torched up the Rams. And the Rams, they've also won 4 out of their last 5 games. So both teams, they definitely are coming into this game with some momentum. But I'm going to take the home team in this game. And I don't like the spread at -4. If I would do it, I'd probably bet on the Rams -2.5 instead. I'm going to go with the Rams over their team total. And right now it's currently sitting at over 24.5, which I absolutely love. That's just far too low for what this Rams team is capable of doing. And they're the home team in this game. They continually put up points here at home. And the Saints defense, they have stood up over the last 2 weeks. But like I said, against 2 terrible offenses in the Panthers and the Giants and the Rams, they've averaged 33 points per game over their last 4 games. So they should be scoring all over the field, through the air, on the ground. They enter this game as the 9th highest scoring team in the NFL. So they should be able to easily get 25 points in this game. So give me the Rams to score over their 24.5 point team total versus the Saints.
Yeah, Trey, I'm with you here. I'm going to take the team total over for the Rams. I'm also going to take the Rams -4. I mean, the NFC South, good Lord. We might get 2 teams in the NFC South in the playoffs if the Saints find a way to win this one. But the Saints, they do have back-to-back wins against the Giants and the Panthers. But against the Detroit Lions, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Minnesota Vikings, they allowed 27, 24, 32. And the Rams, over the last several games, have been scoring 28-plus points on every single game. They scored 37 against the Cardinals, 36 against the Browns, 31 against the Ravens. And by the way, they should have won that game against the Ravens. Matthew Stafford looked great in that game, but it was a punt return for the Ravens that did win them the game. And then against the Commanders, they scored 28. It really felt like they could have scored more. I felt like they took the gas off the pedal there for a little bit because they were up by so much and the Commanders came back. But it is what it is there. They scored 28 points. They're very good right now through the air and on the ground. Williams has been great. Matthew Stafford's been great. This team is charging for the playoffs. You do not want to see this Rams team in the playoffs, especially if they're playing the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to take the Rams here with the -4 and the team total over. Zach, are we going to be riding all together, or are you going to be lone wolfing here?
All right, so here are my picks, and here's a couple of highlights that I'd like to at least make or bring to your attention. So first and foremost, when it comes to these Thursday night games, I always err on the side of caution. These are short weeks. The players hate them. So I will always go on the under when it comes to these points because not a lot of these teams and players want to be out there after they just got banged and nicked up on a Sunday night. So I just don't feel – plus the Los Angeles Rams, Obviously, they're coming in. They're going to be a road team, so you got to give the slight edge to the Saints there. However, please understand the most important position in all of sports is quarterback. And who has the better quarterback here? Matt Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. Trust me, from being a Chiefs fan, you know all about Derek Carr. He's just another usual suspect and a jag, just another guy. And when it comes down to crunch time, he's going to cough it up and turn it over, just like Aunt Jemima or whoever makes those nice turnovers. So give me the Rams covering. Actually, I'm going to take Rams by 3. So I'm going to do the under.
Okay. All right. We'll go Rams -3 for Zach there. Is Derek Carr just a guy? I feel like he's worse than just a guy.
Yeah.
Trey, you care to
I was
comment
trying
on
to be
that?
nice for your radio show here, but, you said it.
Yeah, I mean, he's so bad. But let's move on to the player props. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Start us off.
He's hot garbage.
Yeah, no, hot garbage is being nice. The guy's a fucking bum. I'm glad that my Raiders got him off the team, and we're still treading water without him. And it goes to show you can take him off the team, and we're still have the same record with Aiden O'Connell. So take that for what it is. But on Monday night, I took an L. I gave out A.J. Brown over 81.5 receiving yards versus Seahawks. They barely threw over 81.5 passing yards, it felt like, in that game. Jalen Hurts, he hurt me, and maybe he is not elite. Baird, what do you think about that? Jalen Hurts elite?
Bad quarterback. Go on.
That is all.
2 touchdowns for the guy, and they were both tush pushes. He can't throw the ball. He's injured all the time. He's always sick. Not a good quarterback. Would you put him in the top 10 right now?
I'd put him in the top 10, but he's definitely not top 5. I would say he's closer to being the back end of top 10 at the moment.
Maybe I'm just biased because I'm a Dallas fan.
Could you repeat that sentence, Trey, in a complete and full sentence, just so I could hear it one more time?
He is closer to being towards the back of the top 10 than being closer to being in the top 5. So I'd say 8, 9, 10, right around there.
And who is this quarterback we're referring to?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
That's fair, right?
That's fair.
Okay.
Good.
That's reasonable.
I said you had me worried there for a second.
Let's just call him overhyped because I feel like everybody loves him. We'll call him overhyped. I had DK Metcalf over 61.5 receiving yards. Again, Drew Lock legacy drive, DK Metcalf's legacy drive. They did it on the last drive, so I did catch that one 1-0. Trey, let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to take us over to the fantasy score category here on PrizePicks. I'm going to take Kyren Williams to go over 19.5 fantasy score going up against the Saints. I really love this over for Williams in this game. I just said I think the Rams are going to score over their team total, so they're going to be punching in some touchdowns, and that is what Kyren Williams has done throughout this season. The Rams, they're giving him the ball time and time again. It kind of reminds me of the good old days whenever they had Todd Gurley there, and he's getting a ton of carries, and he's turning that into a ton of yards while he's scoring a ton of touchdowns. And I really love this play because it's a home game for Williams here. He's played in 5 home games in Los Angeles, averaging over 100 rushing yards per game with 101 rushing yards, and still catches 3 balls, turns that into 16 receiving yards just on yards and catches alone. He's getting 14.7 fantasy points per game, and whenever we factor in, he's a sure bet for a touchdown as well. Williams, he averages 1 touchdown per game, and I think he has a great chance to get multiple touchdowns here. It just gives me a ton of confidence in this play. The Saints, they're going to try their best to shut down Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, so I will pivot here. I'm going to take the stud running back. Give me Kyren Williams to go over 19.5 fantasy score versus the Saints.
Yeah, Trey, I like it. For my play of the night, I'm going to take Matthew Stafford to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns against the Saints. Not sure if it's out yet, but the Rams have been getting it done both through the air and on the ground over the last several games. But Matthew Stafford is still playing at a top 5 quarterback level over the last 4 games. His yardage is a little bit down, but he's throwing a ton of touchdowns, having 2+ in 4 consecutive games. He's had a quarterback rating over 100 in the last 4 games as well. And he's just making the right decisions, finding his targets, and he's getting a ton of them with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp on the outside. With the Rams' ability to establish the run, it's opening up the play action a lot. And Matthew Stafford is going to find a couple touchdowns in this game against the Saints. The Saints this season have actually been very good against the pass, only allowing 16 total touchdowns, and they're also top 5 in yards allowed. But again, if the Rams can establish the run, which I know they can, they've shown it over the last 4 or 5 weeks, play action is going to be open all night long. The Saints have actually been lucky this season, not playing very many good quarterbacks. They've played against Bryce Young, Desmond Ridder, Baker Mayfield, Joshua Dobbs, Jake Browning, Aiden O'Connell, Mitch Trubisky. They've only played 2 good quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson and Kirk Cousins, early in the season. I like my chance with Matthew Stafford here, so I'm going to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns as my play. Zach, who do you like tonight?
Well, it wouldn't be a Wicks pick if it doesn't include a former Chief. So here we go. I'm going to choose DeMarcus Robinson for the Los Angeles Rams to have an anytime touchdown. He has been red hot since week 13. It looks like him and Matt Stafford are developing a nice chemistry, especially if Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua are going to be attracting or taking attention away. It's going to open up that number 3 just like it did in Kansas City. Look me for a DeMarcus Robinson anytime touchdown. Let's go.
That's
that
plus
might be actually
300 right there.
Yeah, that might be a juicy play there. Okay, so we are now at a spot where we've been a lot this season, I feel like, where we gave out all Rams. So we need to talk about maybe a Saints player for the people. Notable names: Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara. Should we take Derek Carr under or Derek Carr over an interception? I feel like
my
that's
other pick was going to be Chris Olave anytime touchdown, just because I don't think there's any other weapons beside Kamara on the field that's available for Derek Carr.
Yeah, I like Olave.
I don't hate that Derek Carr under interception or over interception. That's minus 135 on DraftKings, so I love the juice there on that.
Okay, we also have Kamara. I feel like he always gets catches as well, maybe over his catches or over receiving yards. But what do you guys think? We should make 2 official plays. I think Chris Olave to score touchdowns is a pretty good one because the Saints offense, they're not great. Chris Olave feels like he's always in the end zone. What should we make the second play official?
I mean, the Rams linebacking core are pretty doo-doo, so I don't hate Alvin Kamara over catches, whatever that's at.
Okay, probably 4.5. I feel like it's usually at. Let's see.
Looks like they have his receptions not out yet, of course.
Not out yet. All right, well, Kamara over his receptions and Chris Olave to score if you guys are wanting some Saints plays. But, Trey, let's take a look at the graphic and get out of here.
Yeah, guys, I went with the Rams to go over their 24.5 team total versus the Saints. They're going to score a lot of points here in this game. Saints defense has looked really good over the last 2 weeks, but against the Giants and Panthers, we're talking about the Rams here, guys. Sean McVay, he's going to drop some good plays, and that's going to parlay right into my player prop with Kyren Williams over 19.5 fantasy score. He's going to run the ball. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to score some touchdowns. It's going to be beautiful.
Yep, your play is going to open up my play. Matthew Stafford over 1.5 passing touchdowns in the play action game. And they give me the Rams -4 and the team total over with Trey. Again, we're talking about the Saints here. Derek Carr is the other quarterback. I like my chance with the Rams -4. They've been a really hot team. So, guys, that's going to do it for NFL plays and props for Thursday, December 21st slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,